Well, good morning, everybody. Such a nice morning, this Sunday Super Bowl morning, that I thought I'd get out here and show you how I'm going to be starting some Oriental lettuce seed. And I ran out of room, in my tote greenhouse that I made. So what I did, these little cartons that you get fried chicken in at like Walmart, or even you can get the roasted tier chickens. They come in one with a little bit higher dome. Now they'll only last one season because the plastic dries out, but it's great to start seeds in because you got your top. And I just took a marker and wrote Oriental lettuce right on the top and the date that I'm planting it, which is today. And I take a regular, about a 2 or 3 ounce cup. These go in my little cup dispenser in my bathroom, but I realized they're a little bit too tall for the container here to put the lid down. So what I did was just take the scissors and go around and cut, about ½ inch off of the top of each one. I mean, you can get the smaller cups, but I didn't want to go buy a package of smaller cups because I had so many of these already. And see, just that much cut off makes that cup the right height to where when you put it in there, you can close the lid on it and make your own little miniature greenhouse. Now, as you all know, and this is Oriental lettuce seed that I saved from my lettuce from last year. And what I did was take my potting mix and I put water in it, and it's been sitting back there in the backyard for about an hour to get it moist. Because if you've ever used potting mix to plant seed in, you know how it is. It takes a long time, especially if it's really dry, for that potting mix to get wet, for it to absorb the water. Yeah, and I had to fix me another cup of coffee this morning, come out here and talk to y'all. And I've got a dipper full of compost tea right there that I'm going to be using. But I just want to show you the consistency of it. Flip. Well, I don't know if you can see that in there. But see, it's not dripping, but it's all wet. It's moist. That way it'll be good and wet. Put it in the cups, and I'll, for me to plant my seed in. Now all I'm going to do is just put some in each cup. Oh, well, you know what? We've got to make the holes in the bottom. I haven't done that yet. And I'm just going to take the scissors and make you a little hole in the bottom. Or you can use a knife, either one. I forgot I had not done that yet. And these cups are paper. They're coated with a little bit of plastic or some type of film, so they hold water. So, I mean, they will hold up long enough for you to get your seedlings started. This puts you one hole right in the bottom. Now I'll put my dirt in there. And I fill it up almost to the top, not quite. Don't pack it down hard, but pack it down enough that there's no air pockets down in there. I mean, seedlings like loose gravel, but they've got to be, it's got to be substantial enough for their roots to go down in and you know, get a hold, make a sturdy plant out of it. And I got a stick in that. That's weird. I had a stick in that potting mix. And again, we're not going to water these from the top. Since this bottom is solid, we're going to do like we did the big greenhouse or the tote. We're going to put a little bit of water in the bottom of it. And it'll absorb the water from the bottom up. That way, hopefully, it'll just absorb the water that it needs. Well, that's a clump. I don't want a clump in there. Now, if there's any clumps in your potting mix, break it all up before you put your seeds in it. And I'm going to have more than enough for this. Have some left over that I could probably put in a pot. But you can see there, I'm not filling it completely up. About a ½ inch from the top. But you don't want any big air pockets down in that cup. Because you know your roots won't grow down where the air is. And I love Oriental lettuce. That's the reason I'm planting the seedlings. I want to get it to get an early start. And you can do any other seedlings like this too. Start any of the seeds that you want to start. It always pays to wet your soil when you're starting seedlings. Wet the soil first. See, I'm not packing it down hard, but I am putting it down in there enough that it gets some of those air pockets out. So that'll give me 3, 6, 9, 10, 11. That'll give me 11 little plants when they get started. And I'm hoping that my seed does good from last year. I wanted to show you the seed, but the wind is blowing out here. I'm going to take my scissor and make a little indentation in the center of each cup. Not too deep, about 1/4 of an inch. See if I can show them to you without the wind blowing them away. That's basically what my seeds look like. They're still encased in some of the pulp that they grew in. Because I didn't separate it. But the wind will blow these away real easy. Whew, that wind. That wind was not blowing like that when I first came out here. And then you're just going to lightly cover it up. Don't pack it down, just barely cover up the seed because, like I said, we're not going to water it from the top. And again, it doesn't really need it right now, but I'll just pour a little bit of water in the bottom of that. Just enough that it covers the bottom. And it's just that easy. And then close the lid down on it. Put that in a hot, sunny place, just like I put it right there. And the thing of it is, this one is even more manageable than the tote, because you can take it out, put it outside right in the direct sunlight every day. If it's going to be too cold that night, you can just bring it in. You don't have to have a greenhouse or anything. And it's just that easy to start your seeds. And like I said, you can start any of your seeds that you want to get started right now, like tomatoes, peppers, any of that stuff, you can start in a little container like that that has a lid on it. Because the lid fastens down. You can put it right out in the hot sun, and that lid is not going to, it's not going to come off of there. And really, right now, I didn't need to put that water in there. It didn't really need it. But I wanted to show you how to water it when you did need to. That's all you have to do, is just pour a little bit down in the bottom. Yeah, I wanted to get this video done early because I knew it wasn't going to be a very long one. And I know people want to watch their ball game later today. And I said this way, maybe I can get the video uploaded and get that taken care of before the ball game today. Yeah, I don't know about everybody else, but anxious to get out in the yard and get things growing. I really am. Oh, sit down here and finish my coffee with you. But I know all of you, at some time or another, you have bought. And you can close the little holes up at the top a little bit. I mean, you can open one or two, or you can leave them all open. But that way it'll keep a little bit of condensation in there as it heats up. But it will give it a little bit of airflow, because you got one or two that you can open. You don't have to have them all open. Like that one, I've got two open at each end. So it's just that easy, y'all. Start you some seeds. And like I said, you can leave it out in the yard in the bright sun. And if it gets down too cold that night, just set it inside your house. I mean, that's little. You can just put that just about anywhere. Because you don't need a grow light if you're going to have it out in the open sun during the day. As long as it gets at least daytime sun, pretty bright sun, then you don't need a grow light on it at night. So, for one, I can't afford grow lights and all this other stuff. So I do mine like this. But like I said, since you don't have grow lights, you do need to have them outside in the yard in the bright sun during the day. And then if the weather gets bad or it's rainy, since the rainwater can go down through these little holes in the top, I would take them and set them inside. If it was warm weather, just put them on your porch so they're not going to be right out in the rain. If not, just set them inside anywhere where they'll be covered up so they don't get rained in there, because it will fill up with water if you do. But that's easy enough to set inside. Just set it on your counter or anywhere. Because like I said, as long as it's getting the daylight sun, you don't have to worry about putting it under a grow light during the night in your house. I'm kind of stopped up because of my allergies. I've been out in the yard the last few days doing a lot of stuff and breathing a lot of this air. And it's got my sinuses stopped up. Oh, I got to show you my buddy. He's come over here to see. Where are you? There you are. Hey there, buddy. Come here. Come here. There you are. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. He's a sweetheart. He was over here bright and early this morning, and I come out last night to go to the car to get something, and he was sitting on my little swing glider over there, or he was sleeping on it. I guess that's what he uses for his bed at night. He curls up on that and sleeps. Yeah. That gets him up off the ground and gets him on a soft, cushiony mattress to sleep on. He went under my chair. There he is. There he is. There he is. Yeah, isn't he pretty? Isn't he pretty? Yeah, he's so pretty. He's so pretty. And I cut my finger yesterday on something. I think the wire. Yeah, we got another freeze coming around, I think Thursday night. It's supposed to get down to 21. And then it's going to warm back up. And probably the week after that, it's going to get down at least below freezing 1 or 2 nights. So this Texas weather's crazy. You never know what it's going to do. Do we, buddy? We never know what this crazy Texas weather's going to do. Do we, huh? We never know what this weather's going to do. And I do have a pot right out there, that green one, if you can see it, right between them trees. I had a tomato plant growing in it one year, but every time I come out here in the yard and I start working, I forget about that pot. And I need to put something in it for this year. I don't know what it will be yet. I may put something out there that's easy to grow, maybe like some mint. I might stick me a pot of mint over there and move that green pot out and put it somewhere else. That way I can take those stakes from where there. I think it'd be pretty to have mint growing between them trees. I think it will anyway. Where'd my buddy go? There he is. There he is. He was sitting behind my chair. Yeah, he was sitting behind my chair. Yes, he was. He was sitting behind my chair. He's a sweetheart. Yes, he is. He's a sweetheart. He likes to be petted behind the ears. I don't know of a cat or dog, either one, that don't like that. It kind of reminds me of Crybaby, the cat I had years ago that died. About 14 years old when he died, but he didn't have white feet or anything. He was just completely that orange tabby all over. And the people I got him from said they thought he was half bobcat because they lived out on the ranch, and two of their cats had a litter of kittens, and the litter that I got Crybaby from was, she said she thought the daddy of it was the bobcat. He's going to explore. He's going to go explore around now. Yeah, I think I'm going to take this. I don't know, might put a tomato plant back there. I don't know. I just haven't decided. But the tomato grew good there. I just keep forgetting about the pot being here. I'll get something growing in there when it's warm enough. I wanted to check on my... I probably need to cut more drain holes in this. It might be holding too much water. But you know, there's something coming up in there. I don't know what all these little sprouts are. I don't think that is mums. I think it's something else. I guess I'll see when it gets big enough. And my daylilies up here are coming up. See that? They come up there every year. And I got daylilies and daffodils and all kind of stuff planted in there. My rose bush is trying to come back. I'll give it a haircut. It was getting too spraggly. But I cut it. And that's the one I got my rose cuttings on to root. Remember? I had 2 cuttings that I had put in the greenhouse, and one of them lived. So I'll have another white rose bush, or as I called it, the yellow rose of Texas. I got some mums trying to do something out here. We're supposed to get rain Tuesday, I think. Some heavy rain, so I'm not going to water anything. I'll wait and let the rain do it. I need to plant something back in there, in the pig planters. I don't know what yet. And I don't know, that little rose bush there, I have to wait and see if anything comes back up from it. It looks like it may have died. But you never know about these knockout roses. They can look completely dead from the top. And then all of a sudden you'll have a bush sprout out from the root. Look at my little buddy over there. He's laying in the sun. He's a sweetheart. Yeah, he's a little sweetheart. I ought to get out here and grill me a steak this afternoon. I think I got a couple left in the freezer. See, he's got white feet. He's got a white chest. A little bit of white on his nose. He's just a pretty kitty cat. I love kitty cats. I've had cats all my life, and this is the first time probably that I've went for years and not owned a cat. But when Crybaby died he had cat leukemia, I think, at 14 years old. And that was people years, not cat years. I don't know how old that is in cat years. Some people say it's 7 times a real live person's age. So 7 times 14 would be how old? He'd be close to 100 years old, wouldn't he? So I guess he had a long life to be a cat. But that was like losing a child almost when that poor cat died. My son says, "Mom, you need to get you another cat or a dog or something." I said, "No, I just can't do it right now." I said, "Nothing will ever take Crybaby's place." I said, "One day I might." But see, I didn't have to go get me a cat. I got a cat right there. He comes to see me every day, and a lot of times he's over here all the time. So he's all the cat I need. He's over here all the time, so he keeps me company. Oh, let me put this camera down so I don't make you sick moving it. Yeah, he's a nice little cat. I don't know how old he is. Don't have any idea. And I've thought several times of getting me a little doggy. If I got a dog, it would be a little tiny miniature one. I wouldn't want a big one. Oh, you coming back to see me, huh? Are you coming back to see me? Well, I can't reach you way over there. No, I can't reach you way over there. Well, I think I'm going to let y'all go. Just wanted to get on here and show you how I'm going to start my lettuce seed. Let you know that, there's more options to you. You don't have to have a big tote. Get you 5 or 6 little plastic containers like this one. I'm sure at some time or another you've bought chicken from Walmart or other places that come in containers like that. And that makes a really nice little miniature greenhouse right there. Plant your seedlings in. Like I said, just remember you got to put it out in the sun. Got to put it in the sunshine. And with that, I'm going to wish all a great day. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. Please like, share, and subscribe to my videos, and I will see you on my next video.